Hi there, hi there, hi there, hi there, hi there, hi there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see if I can get rid of that light up top, but hold on, just hold on. Just hold on. Maybe it's still good. Maybe it's actually very good. Okay, that's great. It's day. There's light outside. Okay, happy Saturday, everyone. This is a live reading for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm here and I'm going to use these two decks. For the second half, I'm going to use the Mona Lisa Tarot. And for the first, hi there, for the first time half, I'm going to use the Happy Tarot. So, and of course, the VERA SIBILLA and my runes. I'm going to, let's see if you can get a bit of the table. All right. Now, first, let me spread the cards for the month of March. Now, there was a woman who contacted me about 10 days ago and through my website, and I have written to her numerous times. However, I couldn't get, it just bounced back. You might have your inbox full. I answer all of my messages. If I haven't answered you, it's perhaps because of that. And if you are watching me, please write again from another email account. All right, let's take a look. Go visit my website, www.christellemartinette.com. Take a look at what I do. There might be something that could be useful. Let's take a look. 4 and 5. Let's see what we can see. Sagittarius. We've got the first card in is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. Then we've got the High Priestess. Then we have the 10 of Cups. How lovely that is. There's just joy here. And then we've got the King of Cups. King of Cups and the Emperor. The Emperor. Really interesting cards, ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarian friends. I have to say that I'm reading in today is the 23rd of February. So we're going into, let's say, after a week, 6 days, 5 days, we're going to be in March. What I'm seeing is that this interim period before March comes into us with a bang, I'm seeing that you are going through a process of burning in your ashes, and you will be arising in the month of March. What does that mean? That means that some of you as being away, some of you as working from your home, but not being on the job. So that is being away. And some of you have brought those two things together. What's interesting here is the desire that you have to stay close to a family. Either it's your family, your personal family, your companion and your mate and your children, or you going to your parents. But I see that that is a priority for you. Excuse me. And there's also here the interesting position of the King of Cups here as a water sign, and the Emperor, one next to the other. I find that you are going to parents' house, for those of you who will be visiting them in this interim, and there is a water sign and a fire. Well, there's a Cancer, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, and or Scorpio, and you have an Aries. There's someone you're interested in going to see. Now, there is, though, however, some other story here behind the idea of getting to rise above your ashes. There's another story here that I want to see through these VERA SIBILLA Sagittarius. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we've got riunione, which is the meeting. We've got ammalato, the ill one, and we have vedovo, the widower. I see that you have just come from a period when, again, a member of the family, you, your child, your spouse, your companion, your sibling, sister, or a parent has undergone a period of illness, and you are going to visit them now, not necessarily because of that, but you're coming out from that in period where you were surrounded by this type of situation, but you quickly shoot for the stars because you have the ability, Sagittarius, and I'm seeing this really clearly, of having different levels that you can, shift into and out of during that month of March. And as you come into the month of March, whereby you take care of business as usual. You take care of your work. You don't let it falter. But at the same time, you're there for a loved one. You're there for parents. You're there for your siblings. You're there for your friends. And, it's interesting that you're able to do all that because it seems this is what you decided. There's nothing more important for you than that. Work is something to pay the bills, and you're happy because you're happy with your position. But I have to say that is not the focus of your. You do go through it, and you're an extremely successful person on the job. People look up to you. On the whole, I want to take a look at this queen, the Queen of Cups here. And I've got stanza, the room, speaks to communication. The housemaid, la donna di servizio. And we have this malinconia, this melancholy card. There is a sort of a tinge of, I'm sure you've heard of the book by J.D. Salinger, The Catcher of the Rye, I think that's called, The Catcher on the Rye, or The Catcher of the Rye, or something, I can't remember. And I'm seeing you as that, as longing for a moment of innocence, and you're very benevolent to people who are older than you and who have seen better days, and reminiscent of times that you spent with them. I'm going to take the runes and cast them over here, over these. Let's take a look at that. Wow, we have one on its side. Yes. Okay. Yes. The rune that is standing on its side is the nameless, faceless rune called Weird. And it seems that you have chosen this period, the very beginning of March. You've chosen it especially so you can frame time and what time means to you. It seems that time through VERA is highmost in your mind in terms of how things are going to develop. How have they developed so till now? Will my child, what will they do when they grow up? If they're growing, then I'm growing. So you're focusing, and again, despite the work that you're doing, despite the care that you're giving, despite the partying that you're going through, but you have this this not obsession, but this attention to the time factor and time dimensions. And your mind wanders there where it's possible to create something that is sort of devoid of time, in a vacuum, perhaps, where you can probably get your best results of concerning creativity. Now, I don't see this, even though I said you're arising from your ashes. It is true, but it's not as if I have Bjork Berkana Merkstave. It's not as if it is a beginning of a new project. No, this has solely to do with who you are and how you perceive the world. This is what I mean by arising from your ashes. You're going to come back with new eyes in relation to how time passes. There is also here this rune called Need and Therisats, and these together talk of a very, very in-depth process of analysis that you tend to go through. And it seems superficial to many because they just see you daydreaming. But for you, it's far more than superficial. Also, the month of March, and the greatest, let's say, the greatest gift that the month of March gives us is this gift, gifu. It's a gift, an exchange, something you do and something you get back. And it is based on the essence of what time means to you, how you relate to time, the passing of time, and where you can hide from time. Many of you, those more scientifically minded out there, are going to be thinking about time machines, and is it possible to freeze things that we would like to give or have our children or those coming after us see? I don't see that this is very successful. Now, I have Tier Merkstave. I don't see it as very successful. You have a very strong link to a female parent, a very strong link to that female parent. And I don't see illness, sickness. No, I don't see any of that. I just see the benevolent passage of time with smile on their faces. And you yourself have that Mona Lisa smile, just like my cards here. That smirk of, yes, oh, I know. And I do remember when I was younger, it's a very tender time, a very unleashing energy that is new to you, that has to do with dimensions that you haven't visited yet, Sagittarius. Well, this was very interesting. Let me pull this up, and I'm going to go into the second part of the reading. The second part of the reading, ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarius friends, is dealing with all other zodiac signs in relation to you. So what I'm going to do is lay one card for every zodiac sign, and I'll show you those. And that was for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, and here too, when I put this down, it will be the Aries in relation to you, an Aries Sun sign or Moon sign, if you know that. Let's see, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, either you with yourself and your interior monologue, or a fellow Sagittarian, the Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Let's take a look at this and take from the top, starting from the top. This is the second time it's come out like this. Aries is the Nine of Cups. This, if anybody you keep very close to you in the month of March, it is this Aries. This Aries is a person who will show you. They'll say, look, Sagittarius, you are nothing unless you have dreams. Don't ever forego. Don't ever waste time on other things. Nurture those dreams. And you will see that if you dream big, you reach big. Because if you have expectations that are not big, we don't get that far. This is what they'll be telling you. Then we have the Taurus person here represented by the Tower. How do you like that? Let's take another card from under the deck here and see what that is. The Nine of Wands. Heavy going with this Taurus. Heavy going with this Taurus. This too, I see, Sagittarius, could be a sibling. It could be a younger sibling who, in relation to you, is at the present time in a completely different mode of maturity, in a completely different mindset. You have gone a road where they have not traveled, but they are a little dubious in this moment as to whether they will get there. And they do feel undoubtedly that they'll get there, but they're going through a rough patch. I see some have had a very bad sprain. They're nurturing a bad sprain. They may have had to take forced time off from work because of that. They also may have been held up because of that, and unable to go to the gym, unable to do their favorite things, unable to go to the disco, to the dancing, or any of that. So that was the Taurus. Let's take a look at the Gemini card. Gemini card is Temperance. All right, Temperance, what does this mean for you in relation to you, Sagittarius? You're the Gemini person. Now, mind you, you may not have all these zodiac signs in your life. I put them all out, of course, because many of us do. So you take what is relevant to you and leave the rest behind. The Temperance card, in terms of the Gemini to you, ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarius friends, is a person who has no problem with waiting. They are of the most patient of the bunch in your circle of friends, in your family, and co-workers. These people can give you as much time as you need because they're there for you. You can hit them up for anything you need. Then we have the Cancer card represented by the Ten of Wands. Now, a Cancer, maybe someone coming to you will be a little complaining and say, you know, you weren't around just recently, but I've gone really through the ringer. This happened, that happened. So expect a little bit of complaining there. And you may want to close one ear and let one ear remain open if you can take it. But they are actually, you might want to tell them, they are at the end of a suffering cycle, an end of a difficult cycle. So you might want to shift their perspective. Well, thank God it's over, that period, you know. Then we have a Leo. The Leo here is the Chariot, represented by the Chariot. This is a partner in crime. This is a person who will go wherever you want to go, who will take you there where you may not even think you could go. These are people who are ready, willing, and able to make you see things you haven't seen before. That's the Leo. Then we have a Virgo card here. The Virgo card is the High Priestess. And this is the second time it's come out. In the first part of your reading, it's come out. This Virgo is truly a High Priestess. This is a person who has the wisdom that sometimes we are afraid to seek, and sometimes we don't dare seek, and sometimes we don't believe that universal wisdom is available to us. That Virgo person will convince you of that. Then we have a Libra card. A Libra card is the Fool. The Fool card, an uncommon moment for this Libra. Again, mind you, I'm not talking about these zodiac signs in absolute terms, but they're representing a role that they have in relation to you, the month of March. This Libra, in a very rare show of cockiness, is a person who has anything you need to do, anything that they'll come to you and say, look, I have the answer to that. You need something? No, I have the answer to that. I've got the answer right here. Don't you worry, I'll find it for you. You know, so they're fluttering left and right, even to the detriment of their responsibilities. And it's a funny kind of character, this Libra in March, but cajole him or her. Then we have the Scorpio card. Scorpio is represented by the Two of Swords. Well, clashing, crossing, and clashing, and crossing, and clashing with those swords. What is that? It is basically a person, the Scorpio, who will tell you it's time. They'll be a sparring partner, actually, a sparring partner. If you say white, they'll say black and make you think. You know, they'll put you before a fork in the road, a crossroads, and say, sure, you have it really, really good in this lifetime. Of course, you have a good job, you have this, that, and the other. But watch out that looming in the distance. We never know when something can change. Maybe you should start thinking about them now. So they're putting you between a crossroads. They're putting you at a fork in the road and trying to see how you would reason in those terms. Then we have a fellow Sagittarian. If you have another Sagittarian in your life that you know, the Ten of Cards, the Ten of Cards, the Ten of Cups. This came up in the other reading of yours. This is a family person. This is a happy person. This is a happy-go-lucky. This is as happy as they get. Here, in relation to you, I see that happiness out there. And in the back of your mind, there's that concentration on the dimensions of time, unbeknownst to everyone else. So it's an area that you're actually doing time travel. You're into time travel. Interesting. Then we have Capricorn, the Capricorn person in your life, the Ten of Pentacles. This is a lovely person. This is a highly spiritual person. This is a person who will take you by the hand and say, if you're worried about that one specific thing, look at it this way. There comes a time when everything changes. So if it's something that's bothering you that has enacted change or that has undergone change, you have to remember, and they'll bring you to a certain amount of wisdom so that you will agree with them on the one hand, but they do have the upper hand because they are the persons who will spiritually make you understand that the universe has a different timing. Time traveler. There's an Aquarius card, and the Aquarius card is the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles here too. This is a card that, this is a person actually, that is, like yourself, going through a major change in this month of you before them. You will be rising from your ashes before them. They will be rising towards mid-month, rising from their ashes because they have decided, this Aquarius person, they have decided that it's now or never. There's a change of season. It's now or never. I'm going to change things. Then there's the Pisces card. And the Pisces card is the Seven of Cups. And this type of person, this Piscean is, he's a, or she is a sort of middle of the road person in the month of March. They seem to understand the grand scheme and where they want to be in 5 years or where they want to be in a few months. But the month of March, they're sort of as if they had spring fever, as if they, oh yes, I'm sure I could do that. But there's so many other things to do. You can't pin them down. I hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarian friends. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like my videos, share my videos. Until we read together again, namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.